imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus, or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence, or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when that day comes and I find myself standing in the sun. I can only imagine when all I would do is forever worship you. I can only imagine, yeah. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus, or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence, or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine, yeah, I can only imagine. To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine when all I would do is forever worship you. I can only imagine.
I started in 1980 at the high school and taught for 9 years at the high school. Then I went out into the business world and used my accounting degree. And then I started back here in 2001 and have been here ever since. I was going to go to the high school after my first year here because there wasn't an opening, and there was an opening, but I liked junior high, so I've stayed here for 15 years now. Probably the most rewarding was when my peers elected me as Teacher of the Year, and then I got Secondary Teacher of the Year, and my mom, who is an educator, was still alive, so she got to see it. It's all about the kids. You got to stick with the kids, have faith in them, show them that you love them. If you don't, you need to get out. they are real people, and they have feelings, and you don't know what they've been going through. You've got to get to know them. The interactions, not being around people all the time, that's going to be different. Seeing the kids, I love to see the kids catch a concept or watch them grow. You see them as 6th graders, and then you see them as 7th graders, and then 8th graders. You see them really maturing and getting ready for high school, and they're scared and they're excited all at the same time, and I'm going to miss that. My first day of teaching, I had 5 preps that year, the first year I taught. My principal, Bill Evelyn at the time, he came in and says, and we had the KLM system, where a K was the high kids and then it was L and M. And he had told me that I was going to have the K group for English. I had an English 1 class. And the first day of school he goes, well, it's going to be M. It's going to be an M class. And I took it and I loved it, and I've loved reaching all kids. So it turned out, but it scared me to death because I went in with all this, let me make a bulletin board, and it's high school. They don't go in for that a whole lot. So it was a awakening. I had worked with my mom a whole lot. She was a kindergarten teacher, so it was quite a difference between high school. And most of the kids I knew, because they weren't much younger than I was when I started. So it was different, much, much different than it is today. And I think it's just seeing all the kids excel. I've been very fortunate to have a good group of kids, and to go back and talk to them. I got to see some of them the other night at the school board meeting, and what they're doing now, and all the different groups. They all have their own personalities, but it's been really neat seeing them go on and excel, and seeing teachers come back and tell me they're teaching accounting, or they're teaching reading, or they're teaching something that, that they had me for, and they come back and they tell me about it, and that's real rewarding. I'm going to stay positive. It's going to be hard. It's not going to hit me probably until August when everybody goes back, but I'll be on a cruise down the Rhine River. So I'll be going down the Rhine River, so when y'all are going back to school. But Gary did that so I would maybe not feel so bad. Being able to spend time in Africa, that's one thing. Spending quality time with my husband again. We have a beautiful yard and garden, and get to do all of that. And I'll finally get to sit down and read a book again. Haven't had much time to do that lately. So it's a children's home in Africa that was established in 2009, and Gary and I started going in 2007. And this will be my 9th trip this summer. It is a children's home not to Americanize the children, but to make them strong Christian Kenyan leaders. And that's our goal. And I love going to see them. I have 2 adopted sons there, so I get to see them every summer. So it's very, very rewarding for me. I get to go to the schools and see what they're doing, and it's quite different than it is here. They walk everywhere. The children they leave the compound at 6:30 in the morning to get to school. They just got electricity at their school last year, and it works sometimes. It doesn't always work. But there's 67 beautiful children and about 20 staff members that we get to love on. And
I am going where I've never been. I am going where there's no sin. There I will join my Lord Yes, I am going where I've never been. Don't be crying those bitter tears. Don't be crying 'cause I'm not here. I'll be happy the first time in years. So don't be crying those bitter tears. I have traveled life's weary highway, and my last journey is at hand. I can hear the angels calling, and I am going where I've never been. I have traveled life's weary highway. Now my last journey is at hand, and I can hear the angels calling, and I am going where I've never been. Yes, I am going where I